proper handling and survivability in the summertime. We're just coming into the month of August here. This is the time of the year I don't fish a whole lot. I talk a lot about catch and release, proper handling this time of the year. I don't think you can talk about this topic too much in this warm water period because stress does build up. Delayed mortality because of the warm water is much more common this time of the year. So something important to talk about. And measuring is one of the topics. A lot of people like to get accurate measurements. All right, bump boards are real popular these days, and some of the measuring ways to get measurements basically require you to bring the fish in the boat, especially a bump board, to get a real accurate measurement. This time of the year, you just literally don't really want to do that. You really are taking that fish's life in your hands to a certain extent, extra time out of the water. So you've got, like any other time of the year, these are all constants, right? You've got your tools here. I got them in my Lakewood Pedestal Pal. You net your muskie with a great big net. You have the fish over the side of the boat, in the water. If the fish's head is out of the water in any way, shape, or form, you really got to be in a rush to get that head back in the water. You use your pliers, you use your bolt cutters, whatever it might be. Get the fish in the water. Now, ideally, in the warm water period like this, you want to just let that fish go. Anytime you're up over 70 degrees, if possible, if you don't absolutely have to have that measurement, just let that fish go, roll it out, maybe a quick picture with a fish holding by the tail for a release shot. You maybe don't need that holding up shot. But if you do want to do a little bit of both, if you absolutely have to measure, it's a great idea to get a floating stick like this. If you got a big enough net, once you get those hooks out, you can actually slide a stick in alongside the fish in the water and get a pretty accurate measurement. You're going to get pretty close. And even outside of the net, if you got a smaller net, it can be hard to do right in the net. But right when you go to release the fish, get that fish back in the water as quickly as possible. Just roll out of the net, hold it by the tail. And, 9 times out of 10 or more, that fish is going to hold still enough to get a fairly accurate measurement right in the water. But just understand that during this warm water period, keeping that head and keeping that fish in the water as much as possible is absolutely crucial. Minimize that time out to 10 seconds at the absolute most if you can.